Okay, listen up. Right after today's digital life hack, we've got a weekend call from the Kim Commando Show. You're going to love it. You only need 5 minutes to keep your phone safe with this security check. So grab your phones. Let's do it together. I'm Kim Commando, America's Digital Pro. We all keep personal stuff on our phones. Text, banking info, passwords, photos, and no one wants their data being snooped on, whether it's from an app or a person. So let's do a privacy check. First, see what apps can access your location, camera, or microphone. You can check and change your app's permissions in Settings. Next, make sure your phone's locked up. Whether you use a PIN, a fingerprint, or Face ID, turn it on. Also set your phone to lock automatically when you're not using it. And finally, stop unwanted file transfers. Your phone lets you share things like photos easily with others, but strangers and scammers could try to send you stuff too. So head into your sharing settings to limit who can send you files. That's it. Quick and painless, all done under 5 minutes. Now share this with your friends to help keep them safe too. Enter to win a brand new iPhone 16 at winfromkim.com.
Hey, have you heard about The Current? It's this amazing free tech newsletter that keeps you in the loop about everything AI, making money, and insider tips to get ahead at work and life. Everything is tech now. I can't afford to fall behind, and neither can you. In just 5 minutes a day, that's it. The Current makes it so easy to stay ahead without feeling overwhelmed. Join 500,000 people at getthecurrent.com. It's free. Don't be left behind. That's getthecurrent.com. Sign up now. Getthecurrent.com.
Yes, another brilliant call from my weekend show. You're going to love it. Here it is. Kate in Palm City, Florida. Hi there, Kate.
Hi.
Welcome. What's going on?
I am having a dilemma with my computer. By the way, I've been listening to you for 100 years at least, and have always told all my friends about you, and I have lots of good, I've gotten a lot of good information from you over the years. So
awesome.
You were my first call.
Yes, perfect.
I am an interior designer, but I don't really do a whole lot of stuff with CAD. But I have a little project that I'm working on for myself. Mm-hmm. And I used to have, I can't remember who the maker was, but it was a program called 3D Architect.
Okay.
And I know this was in like 1999 or 2000. And it allowed me to, draw out the walls and the windows and all of that kind of stuff on a, two-dimensional on the computer. Okay. But then I could put in my cabinets and put in furniture and put in doors and walls and windows. It was really simple. And but then it also had a 3D feature, so you could almost be like sitting on the roof looking down at it. And it's not even necessarily a walkthrough that I need. I just want to see how it looks from up above at a slant, like you're actually seeing where the doorway goes and can you get through it and, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and I think I do remember the program that used. It was just like, here, pick a cabinet or pick a couch and put it here and then put it there. And it was relatively simple to use.
But it also did things like the architectural features, like windows. Do you want windows? Okay, here. Do you want a staircase? Here's how it goes. You have to, slide the mouse around to the shape of the. So it did more than just, floor planning. It had architectural aspects to it.
Well, let's talk about what's available today. Because we're going to, obviously, that program's like hasta la vista, baby, right?
Right,
so,
right.
I spent many years with an architect recently and an interior designer because I was building a house, right? And I'm good at a lot of things, but this is not my forte. As a matter of fact, I mean, even now in my home office and studio, is that I called up Anita and I'm like, Anita, you have to come over and help me, okay? Because I don't know what I'm doing. And I don't want to buy a couch because it's going to be the wrong thing. And then she just came over and like, I don't know how you do what you do, but she, like her, she just like goes poof and the things appear and it's perfect. I'm like, oh my gosh, I never would have thought of that. Like hanging the tabletop on the wall. I'm like, wow, that looks beautiful. Okay. They both use a program called SketchUp. and it's very powerful. It does 3D modeling. You can draw floor plans. You can create 3D models, and it also does allow you to do that walkthrough and that fly through. And you can say, like, you can put a picture of like a 6-foot person, 5.5-foot person, and you can say, how is it going to look from here? It does run in the browser, and I'll tell you, the architect who did our house used SketchUp 100%.
Okay, well, I've heard of it, but I know it has other elements like just graphic design and stuff, but I didn't realize that you could actually do it with the interior design.
Sure, for sure. And then if you're looking for something not quite so complex, there's a couple of others that are easier to use. The thing that I like about SketchUp is that it is free, but in addition to that, there's a lot of online tutorials to help you use it. There's another one called Sweet Home 3D that's also free and open source. That is really more of an interior design tool versus SketchUp is for the architect. Let's build a house, a she shed, whatever it may be. And we're also going to put stuff on the inside. Sweet Home 3D is more of doing like the inside job. And then there's also Room Sketcher that is, probably not as full featured as something that you might want to use. But again, if you're looking for something to like just get the whole thing done, that's where we're going to look at SketchUp. Sweet Home 3D, something a little bit easier, and also Room Sketcher. I'll tell you what, I'm going to do you a solid, and I'm going to put links to all of these inside of our free newsletter. So if you're listening right now, you're like going, oh, what did Kim Komando just say? Well, go over to getkim.com, sign up for our free newsletter, because we always put links and things like that inside the newsletter. Again, that's getkim.com. Hey, thanks for listening. Thanks for joining us, and always appreciate loyal listeners like you. Hey, major thanks for giving me your listening time today. And if a tech question is just gnawing at you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with me. Hop on over to komando.com and hit email Kim. I read every single note. Now, in a digital world, you need to stay up to date. That's why you need my free daily newsletter. You can sign up right now over at getkim.com. That's getkim.com.